This is Rap Philosophy, your source of truth for rap music reviews and reaction, where we don't just do rap beefs, but we cover the actual music and the lyrics and break it down. Today we're going to be doing Herbo's Pistol Pete project, which is actually a mixtape that dropped in 2014. If you check on Spotify, they have it listed, and I think they released this album later as a full album on Spotify in 2017, but I didn't know that these were actually mixtapes dropped early on in his career. To hear these sounds of Herbo and to know that they dropped so early on is really intriguing, and it amazes me because his voice is still so mature. So let's get started. We're going to be covering Pistol Pete project, listening in song by song review, doing a reaction, and breaking down some of the lyrics. Before we go, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to Rap Philosophy, hit that notification bell. A couple of points. One, it's my first listen, so I'm just gonna be vibing, trying to hear and figure out, what's being said. We're gonna comment on the lyrics. We'll have a rating. The second thing is just understand that we're gonna be doing short snippets here because, to avoid copyright and all those things, I have to cut clips of the music to be in fair use for YouTube. We gotta abide by the rules of YouTube, or else these YouTube videos can't be, seen. So I'm excited to do Herbo. Let's do it. Pistol Pete project. Song number 1, Pistol Pete introduction.
Violent weekend in Chicago has left 11 people dead and 60 wounded.
I'm that same nigga from the gang where he trying to kill shit. I wanna buy my mama bigger home, put my niggas on and be still rich. Niggas shooting Glocks, switching and still stick. Everybody finna feel this. I can't trust a soul nigga suspect. When I had no money, I was your buddy, started outcomers, now you upset.
Oh man, it's so when Herbo just gets so live. Starts off with this little clip about Chicago and guns, and this is what Chicago's about.
Nigga suspect. When I had no money, I was your buddy, started outcomers, now you upset.
He said when I had no money, I was your buddy, but now I count commas, now you're upset. That's how people be. You be friends and it be all good when you both bums, but as soon as you try to do something serious, all of a sudden all the envy and jealousy comes out. Who you think you is?
No limit, MB 150 dream team. Young nigga, I came from the bottom. They ask nobody for anything. I grinded my way to the top and no, I don't owe no nigga anything.
I came my way all the way up to the top. I don't owe nobody anything. And when you feel like you're trying to do something and nobody's trying to help you, and then you come up, man, it's such a good feeling because you feel like, man, y'all ain't help me at all. I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. It's such a good feeling. But at the same time, when people say that, it's hard to believe because I feel like everybody had to have gotten some help from somebody who believed in them or something.
Go get you some money, little nigga, don't know why you envy me.
He said, go get you some money, little dude. I don't know why you envy me. Why can't you just go do you? But I find that I see that even in the show Power, crazy show. You guys gotta watch Power, but people just get envious. It's kind of like, yo, just go do you. That's it, just go do you. Like, don't be envious of anybody else. All right, we're gonna go to song number 2, Where I Reside.
Drug race, conspiracies, murders, homicides, mama's crime. That's what's going down where I reside. You niggas rap about respect, well I'ma die about mine.
Y'all dudes rap about respect, but I'm gonna die about mine. Y'all dudes, y'all say y'all rap about everything, but are y'all willing to die for what you guys rap about? This sound right here this is not my favorite cup of tea. This is that, I think that hard Chicago sound, that Chief Keef sound, that drill, Chicago drill. What's crazy that this sounds more raw than what the Welcome to FazoLand. To me, Welcome to FazoLand sounded like more modern. This kind of, to me, sounds like that early Herbo. He said, I seen a lot of dudes die, but I'm not traumatized. It's funny because even though I saw an interview with him and he was talking about how he had PTSD and how people in the hood have PTSD, but because, it's the black community, because it's an impoverished neighborhood, people don't consider that people can have PTSD in those neighborhoods. They call that oh, y'all good, you're not sick, but if it's from a white neighborhood, this was kind of like what he was sort of hinting on, then it's oh, it's okay to have these mental issues, but they're not labeled mental issues in black neighborhoods. It's kind of like, no, you're good, you don't have no mental problems, but it's kind of like, how could you not if this is what you see every day? I think he's trying to say I seen this stuff, but I'm still good, but probably deep down he knows no one could be good completely when you see all that stuff every day.
Look, cuz in the cut, posted tone 30s in the Mac and shit. Look, cuz only 16, really with the shit, ain't average. Run up on you with the Glocks and a couple shots, also I can know you. I'm a Robin Troy fan, Gucci Louis fan, Herbo do his thing, no my jewelry, hundreds in my pocket, broke boy. And now I'm that nigga, I've been fucking bitches, say they went to school with me, got your feelings, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Guys be crazy like that, bro. Guys be bums, bro. Girls gotta watch out, bro. Girls gotta watch out, because guys be on some grimy shit.
That's what's going down where I reside.
He's talking about where I reside, Chicago. This is what's going down, homicide, mama's cry. You know, he's reflecting, talking about his hood and what people see. You know, and that's one thing I think we all love about G Herbo, is that he represents and always tells the story of the streets. And
we ain't fucking with the jace, not just I bet you will remember shit.
and we ain't messing with the jakes, but if they stop us, we ain't remember nothing. You know, again, that's still talking about that snitching stuff. You know, that's something in the hood. It's kind of like what happens in the hood stays in the hood, and as soon as the jace get involved, cops get involved, 12 gets involved, people can't talk. But obviously, cops have their ways, man. You know, they have their ways, play psychological games, and they get people, they get them. But Where I Reside, this song is hard Chicago drill sound. It's not my favorite sound of G Herbo, but it's the raw sound of the streets, and it's something what I respect about G Herbo. He's talking about his community, and I feel like what's cool about is that the sound of the Chicago drill reflects the environment. All right, let's get into the song number 3, Nothing at All.
Now I walk in the mall and I could
I remember one day wishing could have it all, and then one day I walk in the mall and I have it all, bro. Like those, I've always said this before, it's like the underdog, the spirit of wanting to win, the spirit of never giving up, bro. Like that's what I love about G Herbo's sound, bro. He has a sound of the streets, but he always has this sound of like I envisioned, I imagined, and hip hop in general has that, but like G Herbo brings that.
I need to wake up in the mansion with chandeliers and marble flows. Flying a jet, go spend 80K on my neck, get open up from every door. Ain't cruising and smoking no OG, I'm thinking of millions. Moving my mom out the buildings and under 80 for ceiling, nigga.
So he's saying nothing, I didn't have nothing at all. Talking about the past, now I want it all because I didn't have nothing. Again, this kind of reminds me of that song Designer on Welcome to FazoLand, where it's like I want this, I want that. It's just a reflection of I didn't have nothing and I'm trying to get everything, and that's what I imagine. All right, let's go to track number 4, Quick and Easy.
You didn't understand, look. All my life I had to fight, that's why I took the purple. Smoking OG track, get to me some Oprah money.
I like this sound. Don't ask me why I got these gloves on, I'm just doing it for fun. He said I have nothing but worry about my family, but isn't it crazy how the family is what messes you over?
But ain't that funny how your family fucked you over money? Take the food right out your mouth like they went over Sunday.
Crazy, bro. It's like you care about your family, you care about your people, but it's almost like nobody messes you up eventually except your peoples. Nobody messes you up except your family, except the ones closest to you.
I've been through it, I get through it, no excuses, just get to it. I get smart, I go hard, I've been to it. I remember mama mad at me, she found out I was smoking weed. Now when my mom found, niggas free Gilly, free Mason, free James, free Bruce.
The amount of dudes G Herbo be name dropping, bro, like it's like he can't be making this shit up, bro. He be dropping names like, yo, how many people from the hood he talks about, bro? Like he's honest, and I feel like G Herbo, like, yo, he brushes off his haters, bro. Like what I like about G Herbo is that he makes it clear, like, don't sweat the haters. I hardly ever seen him beef with people. When it comes to Chicago, right, with Lil Durk, Lil Reese, King Von, rest in peace, you heard about all this drama, like, coming from those neighborhoods, but, like, for some reason, I don't remember G Herbo getting in that much beef, even though he came from this environment.
Do his bid, right alone, that's that shit I wouldn't trade it for $1 million.
He said, all my brothers, right or wrong, I'm with them. He's talking about the pain. You try to make it with them, but they end up screwing you over. All my peeps, you know, you have good and bad, but in the end, this is me. This is my life. I can't trade it for anything. I can't trade it. This is what I got. You can't always sit and say, I hate this. I wish my life, you know, obviously you wish things were better, but sometimes you have to take what you have, bro, and you gotta make something out of it. Sometimes you just have to make, you know, lemonade out of lemons. You know, after that's it. That, like they say, it's cliche, but you gotta take what you got and make something out of it.
You eat with niggas you can't even trust. It's this bitch named Karma, and she mean as fuck. You need to try. They can't keep up. I might start rapping about some easy topics. Nigga.
He said they can't keep up. I might start rapping about some easy topics. That's for all them pop heads. That's for all them people who want that pop rap music. I mean, I like some pop rap music too, but you know. Jugghouse, track number 4. I like the melody behind this track. It's like dark and eerie. The Trap House, I guess they call it the Jugghouse, maybe in Chicago. The Trap House, the place where everybody gets there, do their dirt, sell, you know, what they gotta sell. I like how he talks about we don't mess with the girls at the Jugghouse because there was like an episode. I don't want to give away some episode of Power, but you see a lot of times like if two dudes have beef, then they get that girl or call the other dude like, yo, you want to hang out? And then guys, they think get caught up, and then the girl set them up.
And that bitch boy drink like I'm from down south. Smoking OG, I fuck with that loud dope. Keep it low key, bitch, I got that brown dope.
Something about this part of the song that the way he's rhyming, it's funny. Like, it reminds me of like West Coast kind of like old school West Coast kind of flow where it's just eerie and nasty and like rugged and gangsta. All right, let's go to track number 6, Money, featuring Katie Got Bandz. I like that name, Katie Got Bandz.
Thumbing through them bands, number hundreds in my pants. Keep it coming about that money, I ain't playing. Be like 20-some cash in my dinner pocket. 1800 on my pants and forget about it.
Hey.
200 on my gas, so don't get mad.
Yo, I like this picked up. At first I was like, yo, what's going on? But this kind of picked up here. This album in general, or this particular song, just sounds like, G Herbo's just on the mic playing around. It's like he jumped in the studio, doing his thing. It's like hearing your favorite artists just kind of like in their early days, trying to find their voice. This particular Pistol P project, even though I thought Welcome to FazoLand was pretty refined, and there's nothing wrong with this one. There's just it feels like G Herbo's maturing with this.
Katie got Bandz. You not talking about money, can't hear what you saying. Hit her strapped in that van. But her got that ratchet, he blow till it's empty. Spend 10 bands on the way about. Free my nigga Rusty, he a damn shot.
Is this a girl or a young kid? It says here, Katie Got Bandz, also known by her stage name, is an American rapper from Chicago, often referenced as the queen of drill music and most recognized by her song Pop Out featuring King L. So I never heard of Katie Got Bandz, honestly. Alright, that was kind of dope. It's an interesting song. G Herbo really, to me, he never impresses me with his hooks, and I don't know why. I feel like he just doesn't have hooks in his songs, but it's just, it's like you like his flow, but sometimes I wish like there was a little more like hooks to his songs. But let's go to track number 7, Played Smart, featuring Jace.
Listen, homie, if you gotta go this way about it, just be smart and know it's a different way about it. You gotta keep the ratchet on the shore when you sparking. If you ride with me, on bitches, nigga. Watch how they gon' have a record like Dennis, nigga.
Oh, he's like spitting the fat though. He's about to tell the story. Yo, play it smart. He's saying you want to put out the pictures, watch them have records. Let me tell you how it's supposed to go down. Let me teach you. Tell him, G Herbo.
Fuck that other shit, just get the dough. Stay to yourself and always treat the hoes like the hoes. Don't underestimate them, treat the pros like the pros. Ain't no such thing as day ones, cause niggas ain't the same.
Yo, this is hard. He's spitting facts. He says, don't underestimate the pros. When you're younger, you're more confident. You're like, yo, I could do that. I could do this, that. Then when you get older, you're like, yo, you really realize it's not easy to get skills in something and to become a pro in something. So you start to really respect people who are pros in what they do. But when you're young, you're kind of like, man, I could do that, man. That's not. Don't underestimate the pros.
Play together and go play about it. And when that shit get real, just make your way about it. Play your part, know your role.
It's like this song, Played Smart. It's like G Herbo saying you're in it, make it happen. You can get out of it. It's like all mixed up. It's like, yo, this is the story that you're gonna be in, but like play it smart. Just like I said before, he's like use what you got, use the situation. Treat it the way you need to treat it to rise up above. Once it gets real, figure it out.
Listen now, only roll your pine in the crib. If they get you and your niggas ain't no snitch up through the bed. Hold it down, grow your mind, do the time, make it big, play it safe.
Again, he said if they get you and they ain't no stitches, just do your time. Again, this is something about the street. Should you stitch or not? It's like if you did a crime, right? You know what I'm saying? Like and you did it and you get caught, right? Like it's respectful, I guess, what the street's saying, like for you to just do your time, like take it on the chin because you did it anyway, right? But when you start like being weaseling out, say, oh, that person, so you can get lower, you're not really owning up to what you did. So kind of like the not snitching is a way of saying own up to your shit. Don't just try to pin everybody else. Let the cops handle whatever they gotta handle. But like for you to give it all away, like what does that say about you? Because you did the crime. And that was what my problem was with the 6ix9ine situation. It was kind of like, all right, dude, like you want to say like this person, but what about you? Like you don't own up to the stuff you did. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, oh well, they hurt me. Well, they did this. Yo, 6ix9ine, like did you ever own up to what you did? Like they did stuff. But what about you? Why don't you do the time for what you did? Why is it okay for a snitch to get out, get a lower sentence, even though they're criminals and they done wrong, and then put everybody else in jail for what? You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it. not cool and not respectful.
People, boss up, be a man, and if you ever need advice, you can hit my line again. Listen.
Boss up. If you ever need advice, you can hit my line. I like this song, track number 7, one of my favorites on the album. Let's get to track number 8, Real.
I grew up just to fucking screw up. I'm talking way before the money when a nigga blew up. I'm talking nothing in my stomach, water what I do. But you can't judge that young man just by what he's doing. You don't understand the circumstances how he grew up. He ain't never had a father, watch his mama toot up.
Yo, this is this G Herbo sound, bro. This is this G Herbo sound. I like it, man.
For that cash, your niggas turn to Judas. I'm telling you the truth, my nigga, cause I really do this. Now Herbo always on the road, I guess I'm a tourist. Nothing.
Yo, this flow on his second mixtape is hype, man. This.
Dollars all across the country. I'm working hard because I'm starving and you niggas like me. I give respect and
I'm working hard because I'm starving and you dudes lunch me. How many dudes want to make it but don't want to work, bro? How many dudes want to make it but don't want to work?
yeah, nigga, touch me. It's gonna get ugly. I was hateful, now I'm living lovely. It's marvelous.
I was hateful, but now I'm living lovely. I was hateful, but now I'm living lovely. Like, what a way to be honest about yourself. One thing I love about G Herbo is his way to stay rooted in from where he's from. At the same time, call shit out and be like, I'm not gonna die for this shit.
And they bitch getting piped by they niggas. I know niggas that got they life snatched right by they mouth. I get jammed up, believe I know what niggas to call.
And he said, I know who's gonna ride and who's gonna, yo, I can't even stop this shit. I know which dudes are gonna ride and which dudes are gonna fall, but unfortunately I can't trust any of them, cause
And then I hit the block, the rest is history.
Yo, I did not expect this song. This is one of my favorites on the album. I love this song. Alright, let's go to track number 9, Heaven or Hell.
Jaru, the nigga no holla holla. They know that I lead and the nigga follow. Kill a nigga, it won't feel no sorrow. Catch a nigga, won't see you tomorrow. Heaven or hell, heaven or hell, heaven or hell.
This song is a little weird, but again, it's like that raw drill sound. But he has that, like, sounds almost like UK drill a little bit, like Jamaican, UK drill kind of sound. So it's
I done lost money, my man, my time, and now they lost gas to the street shit. I go hard and I grind for man, and people who said I would be shit. I can't fuck with niggas, I don't trust a soul, gotta stay on my defense.
every time I say, like I said before, like G Herbo for some reason doesn't know how to make hooks, bro. Like, I don't know what his hooks be mad ugly. But like once I say that, all of a sudden his flow comes in. He's just his verse, like where he shines is just being able to do like a verse.
Heaven to hell, heaven to hell, heaven to hell. Yo, I gotta keep them bitches on me, but I gotta keep them on delicious. Shitting on them cars, Herbo with me, got the pieces. Mac 11 on me, no, I'm a priest. And a bitch to kill you, who you gon' sleep with? Hollow to your face.
See, he just said, send a bitch girl to kill you, who you gonna sleep with? How you know if that girl that you with is not gonna set you up?
Heaven to hell, heaven to hell.
Yo, this Heaven to Hell's gotta be the worst hook I've ever heard in my life. I'm not gonna lie, I love you, G Herbo, but this shit, it reminds me of what G Herbo's about. Every time I say, yo, there's this like ugly sound, there's like this raw sound I don't like, he comes in with this like fire voice and this fire rhythm in his verse. I like the verses. The hooks, like this hook is not catching me. All right, let's go to track number 10, 4 Minutes of Hell, part 4. So I think he does a 4 Minutes of Hell on every one of his mixtapes and albums. This one is called part 4. Let's check this one out.
Fuck the system and we going back to racism, nigga. Look, the department for fakeism, nigga. Black police try not to notice like they ain't killing niggas, they ain't killing niggas.
He said black police try to act like they ain't killing, you know, can't killing black people.
Even the pain, the devil trying enemy, I just might let him enemy. I know when he finna lead him.
He said the devil trying to enter me, I just might let him enter me, man. It's like when you just give up, when you feel like, yo, I'm so down, I might as well just be worse.
Wanna know the way that I play with the words, boy. 33 up in that clip like I play with that bird, boy. We go him every month on the first. Chucky walk up and just empty a purse. God's still with me even though I'm out here doing my dirt.
He said, I'm not a hypocrite, so I don't go to church. God's still with me, even though I'm doing my dirt. That's something I think a lot of people feel. It's kind of like, do I need to be at a church or part of a religion for God to accept me or for me to feel spiritual? You know what I'm saying? I think some people feel like, no, I mean, why do I have to be part of a church for God to take me in?
You want a name, so a pussy I can't be. I hang with the masses.
I'm new to the 4 Minutes of Hell. There's some people who really like the 4 Minutes of Hell. They're not my favorites of G Herbo, but what I like about them is like he goes in, it's like his ode to the streets. He's telling you the hell that he's going through. It's a dark sound. It's his way of showing his flow, his freestyle, his rhyme skills. It's cool. I think it's a really interesting thing. I haven't seen like a lot of artists do that, where it's like he'd have this song that has this like running theme that gets repeated throughout every album. So it's really interesting. Now that we've heard the whole album, let's do the whole review. Pistol Pete project, you know, when it first started, I wasn't sure like where this was going. There was a mix of like raw, immature sound of G Herbo, but then the sound of like his verses. The songs themselves don't sound refined as songs. Like obviously these are mixtapes, right? So I think he was still trying to find his voice and his sound, but then when he drops his verses, it's like, whoa, he has these like really ugly melodies and ugly hooks throughout the album, but then it's just complemented with this like with his voice and these like the beats. They never cease to amaze me. They're always good. Every song ends up having some kind of story and tale, and that's what keeps you intrigued and interested in listening to G Herbo. Some of my favorites on this Pistol Pete project album were Real. That was definitely that was my favorite song. The Pistol Pete introduction, I love it. He knows how to start his mixtapes. Like Welcome to FazoLand started crazy G Herbo sound. This one, perfect way to start the album. Quick and Easy, Jugghouse, Money, Play Smart, and I ended up actually liking Heaven or Hell when I thought that it wasn't gonna. I didn't like it because the Heaven or Hell was just to me such an ugly hook, but the song itself and the verses were fire. I just loved it. It's just very unique. This Pistol Pete project is definitely, I would say, early G Herbo. Obviously, this is early sound, but it has stuff that you won't find in his newer stuff. I think this is an interesting album for where he dropped it in the time of his career. Now for the full rating, the beats, I would say the beats never fail me. I would give the beat to 8. The vocals this time, I think they were at a 7. Welcome to FazoLand impressed me a little more, but this was okay. I mean, it was still good G Herbo. I'll give it a 7. And the melody, it was off and on. There were a few songs I really liked, but the melody overall and the hooks, I think I would say were at a 6. Overall, when you take that average, I think the mixtape overall gets a 7 out of 10, which is a good rating still. But that's where I'm at with this G Herbo Pistol Pete project. Listenability, I think there's a couple of songs here and there I would definitely check out. My favorites, I would definitely listen to those over. Some of the songs were actually pretty fire. I mean, but again, I still think this is that early G Herbo sound where he's still refining his sound, and that's my take on the Pistol Pete project. Hit that like button, and this has been Rap Philosophy, your source of truth for rap music reviews and reactions. Peace.